So the level I'm going to show you now is called the Sanctuary Entrance. It's in Chapter 2. There are 12 chapters in the entire game, so it's quite early in the game, but it introduces some new characters.
The only way to reach the Sanctuary of the Dark Lord is through that door. We will have to defeat the Titan if we wish to continue our journey. The door will only open with the power of a crystal. You need to find 4 shards to create a whole crystal. We will wait for you here while you look for them. Go in search of the areas where the crystal shards grow. We will wait for you here.
Okay, so what I need to do in this level is I need to find 4 crystal shards in order to open the door. So it's a bit of a bug hunt, so I need to have a look around. I'm Gabriel, so I've got my main weapon, my combat cross. I've got direct attacks and I've got area attacks. And I've got my light magic and I've got my shadow magic, which are going to come in handy in this particular level. Okay, I've also got my secondary weapons, which are shown on the HUD up there. I've got 9 daggers. I'll need to keep that replenished. In this level is predominantly lichens and werewolves, and they're very weak against silver daggers, so they come in handy during the combat. Okay, so let's have a little look around. Okay, so you can see these low level enemies are very weak against daggers. As long as I keep my daggers replenished, they won't pose too much of a problem. I've got block and a roll. This is really good for evading and moving around enemies when surrounded, which you're going to see later on in this level. Okay, so we'll have a little explore.
We don't have time to lose, Gabriel. Find the areas where crystal shards grow.
During the game, you're going to come across a lot of your fellow Brotherhood knights who have fallen along the way. They'll provide you with clues or story elements, but also they'll give you things like light gems, shadow gems, and life gems to help keep your powers kind of at their optimal. Let's see what this guy's got for me. I've got a scroll. I'm going to check my travel book. My travel book is where I can access the scrolls. This is telling me that there's a Titan around these parts, so I need to be careful. This is my inventory. So at the moment I have my daggers and my combat cross weapon. I can also access the bestiary here, which tells me about the characters in the game. All the monsters, and as you can see, the lesser lycanthropes are particularly weak against the daggers there. As I pick up more secondary weapons, that will automatically fill up and tell me what weapons and what spells are useful against those particular enemies. Okay. I can use my combat cross to platform. I'm going to use my... I can also grab enemies, throw them down, using my grip. Come on, man. Okay, so we'll have a little look around, and here's one of the first crystal shards that I need.
You found a crystal shard. We need 3 more now.
Okay, so I can go 2 ways here. I can go this way, I'm going to go this way. Here's another one of those fallen knights. Be pretty careful when you're balancing. You use the analog stick to control your character and then hold on with R2 if you lose your balance. Okay, this is a health font. So if I'm running low of health, these are kind of scattered throughout the areas. And of course, here's number 2 crystal.
You found another one. We need 2 more.
What's interesting here is there is a device. Well, I need to actually upgrade my combat cross at this point and come back when I've done that so that I can open up this additional secret. But right now I'm not powerful enough to do that, so I'll need to move on and just make a note of it. Now up here I also know there's a secret shadow gem that I can collect. There's also a secret in there, which is a dagger refill, but I'm all full up on daggers at the moment, so I don't need it. Okay, so Gabriel tells you where you can go if you look at his animations.
Absorbing souls and
Yeah. So basically, enemies when they die, they drop these orbs, and you can absorb these orbs. They're neutral. You can absorb them into your light or your shadow magic energy, depending on what you need at the time. Shadow magic is really good for dishing out damage, as you can see. Light magic is more about health buffs, so if I switch on light magic, I'll show you in a minute when I fight some more enemies, I can replenish my health.
Remember, we still need 2 more crystal shards.
So I can push out. So Gabriel tells me if I want to drop down. You have to press and hold jump at certain points, otherwise you'll die. So just pressing jump quickly isn't going to cut it. These are long jumps, so I need to press and hold. Okay, we've got a pretty tough fight coming on our hands, so I'm going to switch my shadow magic on and use my daggers here. So I sync block that guy. Sync blocking is quite a tough thing to do, but once you master it, it really leaves enemies open.
Remember, we still need 2 more crystal shards.
Using dodge and roll is really important when you're in a tight situation like you are here. I've got quick recover, which helps me get back on my feet quickly. And as you can see, my focus meter at the bottom is now filled up, and this means that enemies will drop orbs every time I hit them rather than when they just die. Okay, that's 1 down, 2 more to go. So I'm going to use that in my shadow magic. Now these guys are very weak against shadow magic and very weak against daggers. So using those gives me an advantage. And you really need to read your bestiary to know that. So it's very important that you continually check your bestiary entries. Okay, we're in business. So basically destroying items will give you, keep your inventory well stocked. At the moment I've only got 1 secondary weapon, but later on you get more.
2 more crystal shards.
Yeah, sure.
one more.
Well, there's the next piece of the crystal I need, but I've got to defeat this guy first. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna buy a new combo because I know a particularly good one that will hurt this guy, which is this, which is the guillotine upgrade. Basically, all the combos you purchase with experience points. So as you defeat enemies, you gain experience points. That's like your currency. And then this one is 1,500 experience points. So I'm going to buy that skill because it's very useful against this particular enemy. Okay. Basically, it does that, which allows me to finish him off. Now I've actually tamed him, which means that I can use him to smash this obstacle out of the way.
There is only one shard left. You just need one more.
So I can actually finish him off. I don't need him anymore. Pick up my final crystal. Now the dark crystal at this point in time becomes a new secondary weapon, and this is summons a demon from the underworld, and this basically destroys all on-screen enemies. So it's very, very useful in combat. And these crystals are now scattered throughout the world.
Now come back here. Do not waste the crystal, or you'll have to find another one.
And that's it. Mission complete.